Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Fox Android. So this video will be in continuation with our Cloud Firestore series. So in the last two videos, we have seen how to write the data to Cloud Firestore and how to read the data from the Firestore. So if you haven't checked those videos already, make sure to check those videos by clicking on this I button. So in today's video, we'll see if we already have the data in the Cloud Firestore and we want to update that data, then how do we implement that into our Android application, right? So we'll see the whole procedure. So if you can see here on my laptop screen, there are 5 documents, right? So if you can see here on the second document, there are various fields, and in the first field there is a field called first name. So the value of that field is Robin. So I'll be changing this value Robin to something else, right? So first we'll see what we're gonna get by the end of this tutorial, right? So in my mobile screen, in the first text value, I'll type Robin, and in the second field, I'll type Dhruv. And once I click on this update button, this value will change from Robin to Dhruv in real time, right? So let me click on update button. So here you can see it has been successfully updated. Now I'll change this value back to Robin. So I'll type Dhruv in the first field and Robin in the second field. I click on update button, so it has been changed back to Robin again. So this is what we'll achieve by the end of the tutorial, right? So without wasting much time, let's get started. Guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification for the future videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So here you can see I have already made the design for the activity, right? So we have simple two input fields and a button, right? So there is nothing fancy about it. We'll not be discussing this. I guess this is a very basic thing. You guys can do it. And this is for the illustration purpose only. I know that you're not gonna exactly replicate this thing. So the main thing is the backend code. So we'll quickly dive into the backend code and see how to do this. So first I'll write down the code, then I'll be explaining bit by bit, right? So I'll be explaining all the code once I complete the code, right? So guys, the backend code has been completed, right? So here you can see I have made the reference variables for the button and the edit text, and we have made a reference variable for the Firebase Firestore and named it as db, right? So here I have made the instance of the Firestore Firebase variable, and we have called the .get instance method, and we have set the on-click listener on the update button, and inside on-click listener we have got this first name and the new name from the edit text fields. Once the user input these values, we will get those values in these strings, right? Then we have set the text of those input fields to empty, because once update button is clicked, we do not want that same values should be reflected in those fields. And after that we have called this method update data, and there are two arguments in this method, first name and the new name, right? Now we'll see what we do in this method. So here we have made a hash map object, named it as user detail, right? As you know, in the previous tutorial I have told you that how do we update the data in the Firebase, how do we write that. For that we use hash map. So while updating the data you want to update, you just have to put those values in the hash map. So here we are updating this first name only, right? So for this we'll be using first name as the first argument and the new name as the second argument, right? So if you want to update something else like gender, last name, so we can add those things as well. So after that we have gone through db.collection. So for updating the data, we need the document ID. As you can see here, this is the document ID, this LXBQJ, right? We need this ID to update the document. So first we'll get the ID of the document. So for that, we have used db.collection, and we have passed the user as we have passed the user as an argument. This refers to this collection, and after that we have called the method where equal to, and passed first argument as first name and the second as the value of the first name. So this where clause will refer to this document. This will help us to get this document ID. After that we have called the get method to get the results. We have attached dot add on complete listener. So once this task is completed, this callback method will be called, right? Then we have checked that if task is successful and the task is not empty, because if task is empty that could crash our application. So we have checked that in the if statement. If both these conditions are satisfied, then we'll go inside this if statement. We have got the result, the very first result as a document snapshot, because if we want to get the data we have to get that in the form of document snapshot only, right? After getting the document snapshot, got the ID by calling document snapshot.getID, and we'll get the ID in the document ID. So once we get the document ID, like this LXBQJ, we have called db.collection and passed the user as an argument, and then we have referred to this document by using this document ID, and we have called update function, right? We'll pass the user detail hash map as an argument in the update method, right? So this will update our first name, and we have attached the on success listener. So if the task is completed, then this on success method will be called, and we have raised the toast saying that the data has been successfully updated, and we have attached the on failure listener also. This is also a callback method. So if there is any error, then this on failure method will be called, and we have raised the toast saying that some error has occurred, right? So that is the backend code for this application. I hope you understood the code. Now I'll quickly install this app to my cell phone and see if the code is working or not. So guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone. I'll just quickly test the app. I'll type Robin as the existing name and Vinita as the new name. If I click on update button, so you can see the name has been changed to Vinit. Now let me check with the other document. If I type Arya as the existing name and Apurva as the new name, so if I click on update button, so Arya has been changed to Apurva, right? So I guess the app is working perfectly fine and you understood the code. So if you have any doubt, you make sure to ask me in the comment section or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram ID is there on your screen right now. So if you understood the code and you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon so you get the updates for the new video. That is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.